This is Gene Monterostelli, and welcome to the Tapping Q&A podcast recorded live to tape from Williamsburg in Brooklyn. This is episode 445, originally aired January 1st, 2014, re-edited and remastered for April 6, 2020. Hi, everyone. I hope this finds you well wherever you are and whatever time of day you're getting a chance to listen to this. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Today, we're going to talk about and tap on moving forward in the face of resistance. Now, this is the third in a three-part series where I have taken audio directly from a client session. Now, the order of these three episodes isn't the order we did them in the show, but the order I think it makes sense for us outside of the context of that session to tap along to. So if you go back to episodes 441 and 443, you will also hear more audio from this particular tapping session. All you need to do is go to tappingpodcast.com. You'll see the entire archive of the show. Click on episode 441 or 443 if you want to do more of this tapping. The other thing that is important to recognize, because this was recorded in a client session, the audio of the tap along is a little different. I use a different microphone and a different rig to do my client sessions, so it's not going to sound as crisp and clear as this particular moment, but the audio is certainly good enough for you to tap along to right now. So let's do a little tapping on moving forward. Oftentimes we feel like we are trapped by the choices we made before leading to this moment because there are consequences to the choices we made and they impact this moment. And we feel trapped inside the circumstances that we are in because oftentimes we don't have control over the things that are impacting us. And when we combine the circumstances that we're in and our history of our choices led us to this moment, oftentimes we feel like that's a real hindrance. And it is true we have to respond to this, but it's not as sticky as one might think. So what we're going to do today is we're going to tap on this idea of how do we respond and how do we choose anew, regardless of the choices that have led us to this moment and regardless of our circumstances. It doesn't mean we ignore those things, but they're also not as imprisoning as we thought. So we're going to tap to that. I am in this moment because an amazing confluence of choices. Choices by me, choices by others I know intimately, and people I will never, ever know. But I have found myself in this moment. And every choice that has preceded me, by me and others, has created this moment, has informed this moment, but do not control this moment. In this moment, and every moment, I have the opportunity to choose something. And I can choose staying in the same place. And I can choose following the same patterns. Or I can choose something else. And some choices are going to be much harder because of the weight and gravity of the choices before this moment. Even though previous choices hold incredible sway over the next choice, they do not control the next choice. They do not predetermine the next choice. What is much more important than the infinite choices that led to this moment is the choice that I make next. How I choose to see myself and how I choose to define my world. That is the most important thing. And some of the choices I want to make are going to be hard to make because I'm going to be fighting the habits of other choices, the habits of other beliefs. It is much easier. It's much neurologically more efficient to make the same choice again. But that does not mean it has to be the choice. My history is important. The history of the people around me is important. It has shaped me to be who I am and who my history is. But what I choose in the next moment is only informed by that. It's not imprisoned by that. It's not predestined by that. Regardless what has come before, I can choose something new. And in the moment after that, I can choose something new. And at any moment, I can return to the old patterns. I can return to the old beliefs. And I can do that by choice. It takes effort. It takes conscious work for us to choose something new. But I was given that capacity to choose something new because I am worthy of that choice. I don't earn that choice. I don't deserve that choice. That choice is my birthright. That is what I've been made for. And in this moment, I give myself permission to trust myself enough to make the next choice. And that choice will give me feedback. And that choice will give me insight, which will allow me what I'm going to choose. It will inform me to what I'm going to choose in the next moment. And each choice is a new choice and a new opportunity. I hope you found that really useful. Again, I would encourage you to go back and check out episodes 441 and 443, where we do more tap along with this particular client. If you know someone in your life who's feeling stuck right now and could use a little tap along like this, please pass it along. Be our ambassador. Don't spam your inbox and send it to every single person in the world, but there might be someone out there you know who this would make a difference for. And if they are feeling better today, if they are moving forward, if they are taking action, it's going to make their life better, as well as everyone around them's lives better. I know that sounds cheesy because it is cheesy, but it's true that we know when the people in our lives are happier and healthier, it makes a difference for all of us. And that is the true way that transformation happens on a much bigger scale. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the podcast. In podcasting parlance, subscribe is always free. It's not like Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus where you're paying a monthly fee. Subscribe is free. But what subscribe means is every single time a new episode comes out, it will be delivered to your smart device. So you're not looking for something. It's just there in your time of need. You can subscribe to the show in Apple Podcast, in Google Podcast, in Pandora, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Acast, Luminary, Himalaya. Anywhere you find audio, you can find this particular show. Sometimes it says subscribe. Sometimes it says follow. Whatever the button says, click it so you get the future episodes. So you're getting these amazing free resources delivered to your smart device, absolutely free, every single time a new episode comes out. Questions and comments, and I can always be reached, Gene, Gene, at tappingqna.com. If you have a topic that you would like us to cover in a future show, let me know. Some of the best recommendations I've ever received, some of the best shows we've ever done have been from those recommendations. For the Tapping Q&A podcast, this is Gene Montrestelli. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye. The Tapping Q&A podcast is copyright Gene Montrestelli Tapping Q&A. All views expressed by guests are those of the guests and not necessarily of Gene Montrestelli and Tapping Q&A.